Hi there, I'm Niall Heaney from Glastron Boat Sales. Today I want to show you around this Glastron GS209 Cuddy. It's a 21-foot Cuddy cabin. It's fitted with a Volvo Penta 4.3 litre GXI fuel injected 225 horsepower stern drive engine. It has only got 118 hours on the clock. It's a one owner from new boat. It's in absolutely immaculate condition throughout. Fantastic entry-level sports Cuddy. Great for family water sports, spending the odd night on board, and this one has an excellent spec with a twin wheel roller coaster road trailer, full set of camper covers, GPS chart plotter, etc, etc. We'll take a walk around the boat now. We're going to show you exactly the condition that it's in. We will also put it through its paces in the water, just give you a much better idea of what this boat's all about, and hopefully help you to figure out whether it might be the right one for you. So this boat is just under 21 foot long. It's 20 foot 10 inches long, and it is 7 foot 10 inches wide. So it's great size for larger lakes or scooting about the coast. Nice sort of entry-level family Cuddy style sports boat, and it is in absolutely immaculate condition throughout. The exterior looks almost as good as new. We got a nice stainless steel anchor roller on the bow. We've got stainless steel rub rail insert all the way around. Nice stainless steel horn grille there. Navy blue hull colour band with the original Glastron graphics. The hull bottom has never been anti-fouled. This boat has never been kept in the water. It's always been launched and recovered off the trailer. So the original gel coat finish on the bottom. Bow rails are in great condition. Nice stainless steel cleats up forward. Got this pinstripe, this grey, silver sort of metal flake graphic on the hull of the deck as well. We've got a little midships cleat up here. Maybe that's for hanging fenders or something, because we've got a second midship cleat back here. Fender eyes there, nav light, windscreen surround is in perfect condition. More fender eyes coming all the way back here. You got an additional fender eyelet on the back beside the Glastron badge. And we've got stainless steel cleats on the corner, and obviously the extended swim platform in this boat as well. The stern corner is unmarked, as is the corner of the swim platform. It's also completely unmarked. So look at the finish in that hull. Just looks fabulous. So all the way down that port side is in mint condition. Often on boats that live on the trailer and are launched and recovered, you get a lot of gel coat damage at the bow from the trailer, but not so on this boat. The gel coat at the bow is also immaculate. No scuffs or scratches. That's the drain for the anchor locker. Again, the hull bottom on this side looks immaculate. And then all the way down the starboard side of the boat, it's in beautiful condition. No damage, rub rails perfect, bow rails are in good condition. There's one tiny wee scuff here that has been previously filled, so you sort of have to be looking real hard to see that, but that's the only wee repair that's been done. Graphics are in great condition, windscreen surround looks the part on this side. We've got the midships cleat, we've got all the fender eyelets as well, the Glastron badge, and the graphics pack are all perfect. Stern corner on this side, again unmarked. Nice little chrome outlet for the bilge pump. You got your fuel filler here, stern cleat, and then the extended swim platform, which is a brilliant addition. Very few of these boats have that extended swim platform. So you got a fold out 3-step stainless steel bathing ladder with an integrated handrail here, but you're probably more likely to keep that closed over. This is a handrail, and then you got another handrail up here. So great swim platform, all molded, non-skid. You can sit on the sun pad and put skis and things on. This boat does have an integrated ski towing eye, so for pulling water toys and water skiers and things. And just having that extended swim platform really adds to the usability, makes it a lot easier getting off and on the boat in the marina, and also getting in and out of the water. And it's all in perfect condition. As I said, the boat's fitted with a Volvo Penta 4.3 litre GXI V6 engine. It makes 225 horsepower, and it's matched up to this SX stern drive leg. The boat has been religiously serviced every year throughout its life. The owner actually brought the boat here from his maintenance guy. It's been looked after by Tony Hodges here in Coleraine. Very highly respected mechanic, Volvo Penta specialist, and he's maintained this thing from new, and it is in impeccable condition. So the drive looks great. Trim ram seals are nice and dry. The bellows, rubber bellows in there, are in perfect condition. I mean, this boat has been used in salt water, but you couldn't tell by looking at it. It's in amazing condition. Now, this has had a wee coat of paint. The owner was telling me there was a wee bit of scuff marks on the skeg, and he just wanted to paint it. Now, the paint's flaking off a few bits and pieces there, but it's just a cosmetic thing. But the actual skeg's never been damaged or anything. The prop's in good condition. These swim platform supports are nice and solid. The hull here at the transom looks immaculate as well. There's a 20-degree dead rise on that transom, so it's good deep V hull, so that means it's good for cutting through choppier conditions. Gives it a nice soft ride. Trim pump, motor and pipes are all in good condition. You can see the bellows there. Get a better look at the bellows from here. The rubber bellows are perfect. Again, trim ram seals are all good. And the propeller, it's a 14.5 by 19-inch pitch propeller. Standard 3-blade aluminium prop. It's also in good condition. So mechanically, this boat is immaculate. You'll see that whenever we get into the engine bay as well. Stepping on board the boat, then with the jump seats removed from either side of that engine box, you can hop into the cockpit quite easily over either side. Pretty traditional layout. You've got a pedestal style seats up forward for the helmsman and the front seat passenger. You've got this engine box and then the 2 seats that slot in either side of that. So you'll comfortably seat 4 people, and you've still got a ton of deck space in the boat. Plenty of room for people to stand or to store gear or water sports equipment or that type of thing. The deck is done with this marine grade sort of teak effect, synthetic teak, which looks nice. Nice white caulk lines. Definitely looks really smart. The upholstery is all nice and up-to-date looking, and it's all in immaculate condition. Because this is a 2010 boat, it was the sort of, there were big updates done in those years over the sort of earlier 06, 07, 08 boats. So you get things like stainless steel handrails, stainless steel stereo covers, upgraded seats, beautiful bucket style seats, so flip up bolsters and nice Glastron badges laid into them. You got the teak floor. You got stainless steel cup holders everywhere as well. So just a lot of nice finishing touches that make this feel more luxurious than earlier model years. Lovely steering wheel on it, solid wood steering wheel as well with stainless steel centers. So we'll take a bit of a closer look at each area now in detail and show you just how nice this thing is, but the condition is fantastic. So we've now got these jump seats in position, so nice comfortable seats back there. You get stainless steel handrails and stainless steel cup holders for the rear seat passengers. You get this cushion on top of the engine box, so you could have a passenger sit there. Nice Glastron logo laid into that. And if you want to, you can lift these cushions up. They slot in at this higher level, and they make that a full width sun pad as well. So I'll just show you here. Take the cushion out of here, you slide it in there, and then you've got a nice sun pad across the transom if you want to do a bit of sunbathing. Storage bins in underneath those seats there, and whenever you've got the seats in position, you can use underneath for more storage as well on both sides. Nice stainless steel hinges on the engine hatch. You could actually quite easily put a wee cockpit table into this floor if you wanted as well, if you wanted to just give yourself a wee table for picnicking. Loads of storage down the gunnels on both the port and starboard side for sliding in all sorts of gear. You probably get a set of skis up in there actually as well. It goes right the way forward and goes aft also. You can put boat hooks in there, life jackets, all that type of stuff. All the side panel upholstery is immaculate. All the upholstery in the boat's completely perfect. More storage up in the gunnels on the port side. And then you've got these excellent pedestal style seats for the helmsman and the front seat passenger. These rotate around so you can face aft. They've got flip up bolsters as well, so you can sit on top of the bolster, look over the top of the windscreen, and they're fully adjustable fore and aft, so you can get those comfortable seating positions. So the helm seat, these seats are fitted to quite a number of boats. I know Rinker installed them round out this sort of generation, and they're a very comfortable seat. They're fully, they hold you well in position. You've got a wee footrest here at below the helm as well, so you can sit and you're securely held in place even if you're driving the boat more enthusiastically. You get this little shelf here so you can rest your arm. Throttle and shift lever falls easily to the hand. Beautiful steering wheel on this one. A nice suite of gauges, and I've got clear visibility straight through the windscreen here. If I put the bolster up, then my eye level is about here, so you're looking clear over the top of the screen. So if you want to do that, if you're coming in the breadth of the boat, or if you're towing water toys or water skiers, you can get better visibility. But sitting down, you're well protected from the screen and good visibility. So whenever we put the boat, we're going to put the boat in the water, and we'll run through all the instruments. Everything's working perfectly, but we'll run through all that on the water and show you all the equipment and gear we have. In terms of switch gear, I'll do that briefly. We got engine blower motor, little indicator light to show you it's running. Over this side, we've got our anchor and navigation lights. We've got panel lights, turns on the backlights on the instruments. And then we have internal lights, which are somewhere else. I think that might be the cabin lights. And then we've got both. And we've got bilge pump and accessory, which is the little depth sounder there. We've also got a horn. The horn's not working. That's the only thing that's actually not working. Those horns are a nuisance. They never work. So yeah, we'll run through the rest of the instruments and stuff on the sea trail. And we have a stereo here, which is working. Turn that on. Oh, sorry, we have to have the ignition on. Yeah.
Next Tuesday, but Micheál Martin says there's no talk of any relaxation of restrictions.
Certainly, they do.
Speaking outside the Old Bailey in London, Detective Chief Inspector Daniel Stoughton said the sentences were...
So there you go. So you have to have the ignition on, accessory on, to turn on the stereo, but the stereo is working perfectly. We've got a little steering compass down here, and you've got your CE category plates with your builder's spec and stuff on it there as well. Another cup holder for the helmsman down in there, and a wee cubby hole. And we've got a Lowrance GPS over here as well. Again, we'll take a look at that on the sea trail, but in perfect working order. So a lovely helm position, beautifully finished steering wheel. Everything's nice and tidy and operational. Access out onto the foredeck is through this folding windscreen section. So just fold that open. Your wee rubber stop holds it off there. And you get these two molded in steps to get out onto the foredeck. So you got a wee track there down the center, which is molded on skids. So you can get out to the anchor locker pretty safely and easily. And then because you've got the big chunky anchor roller and these cleats to tie off, you can easily launch and retrieve the anchor. You got this cleat in here as well. It's not actually an anchor in the boat. The owner told me he never had an anchor, so I would recommend adding an anchor to your inventory. But nice wee setup there for launching and retrieving the anchor. We have this little storage cubby hole underneath the floor where the owner has fenders and things stored in there, so it's quite big actually. So you can get a bunch of fenders and dock lines and stuff in there off the deck. The passenger gets the exact same seat as the helmsman. Again, nice comfortable seat with a handrail here, little cup holder in here, and good protection from the windscreen. Access into the cuddy cabin then is through this little folding door. So all the wee clips and catches are all working perfectly, so you can clip the door open. Again, everything in this boat pretty much perfect condition. And then we'll turn on the lights with the light switch on the dash. There we go. And a nice wee cuddy cabin, which makes up into a V berth. There's a filler cushion there, so you can make that into a full V berth, so there is room to sleep on board. And with the camper covers that this boat has, you could actually comfortably spend the night, you know, as a couple or with a couple of kids. You can even throw a sleeping bag down in the cockpit floor. It's such a big area there, so you could sort of sample the cruising lifestyle on this boat. Little porta potty that's removable. Let's climb down in here. It's in immaculate condition in here as well. Porta potty's never been used. Overhead deck hatch for a bit of natural light ventilation. It also doubles up as an escape hatch. You've got your little light there, carbon monoxide alarm, mosquito screen for the deck hatch, Access to the back of the dash for servicing, maintenance, and everything in here is in immaculate condition. There's storage underneath these seats. Storage compartment in there. So that's a bit dark. And then more storage in here. It's all carpeted, so anything you put in there is not going to rattle around. So a great wee cuddy cabin. I mean, it's probably going to serve most of its time as a bit of storage space, but if you do want to stay on board, you can. I just about have sitting headroom in here, so you can just about set up. You're not really going to sit in here. It's more for a place for the kids to come out of the weather. You can make up the filler piece and they can knock around. Or if you do want to stay on board, you could quite comfortably sleep in here, but great for storage as well, and just gives you a lot more protection on the boat. Makes it feel more substantial when you're out on the water. To access the engine bay, we fold up this seat back, or the sun pad back, hinges up, and then this engine cover folds forward. So you can fold that fully forward, and then you get really good access all the way around this Volvo Penta 4.3 GXI. You can see in here, you got your battery isolator switch, and we got the hour clock beside it, so it's currently showing 118.4 hours. Now that will increase slightly because we still have to take this boat to the water and do the sea trial with it, but it's going to be like 119 or something. The engine itself is in immaculate condition. As I said, this thing has been thoroughly serviced and maintained, full service records every year, properly winterized and serviced, and it looks it. No signs of any corrosion. Again, it's incredible that this boat has been used in salt water. There's no signs of any saltwater corrosion really at all. Pulleys are all nice and clean, the belt's in good condition. You've got your power steering fluid level here. You have your engine dipstick there. It has just been serviced, so let's just pull the dipstick and show you. The oil is brand new, look at that. Super clean, just changed. So the boat is ready to go to the water for the 2021 season. Engine mounts and all are nice and tidy. And everything looks the part. And there you get your bilge pump and float switch, automatic fire extinguisher, and your soundproofing on the engine box. So great performance out of that motor as well. And this one is in immaculate condition. We're at the water today to run this 2010 Glastron GT209 Cuddy. Let's get it on the river now and show you how it performs. So we're on the water this afternoon in this Glastron GT209, and before we get underway, I just want to walk you through the dashboard and the controls here quickly. So obviously, having such low hours in this thing, it's only 118 hours, you would expect everything to be sort of nice and fresh feeling and tight, stuff like that, and it is. So throttle and shift is here, pushing this little side button. We've got forward gear, back to neutral, reverse gear. The shift on these SX drives is always nice and smooth. This one's no exception, it's well balanced. Steering is nice and light, power steering on this boat. And we've got a full suite of marine instruments. So we've got our temperature gauge here. I've given it a wee quick run, so we're just coming up to temperature. It'll sit eventually at around about 175, 180. Oil pressure is good. It'll vary from about 20 to 60 or 70 psi with engine speed. We've got our speedo here. We've got a digital depth sounder here, reading the depth in feet onto the keel, so that's working perfectly. We've got our trim gauge there, shows you where the position of the drive trim, so we'll keep her fully trimmed down until we're running up at speed on the plane. Rev counter's working here. Battery voltmeter's working, showing about 13 volts, so charging okay. And we've got a fuel gauge there, almost a full tank of fuel in this boat as well. Nice selection of switch gear. We've got an engine blower motor. This wee thing comes on, this wee indicator light to show you that it's operating. We've got a switch panel for anchor and navigation lights, which are working panel lights, interior lights, and then both. I think I might have looked at this stuff in the showroom. Then we've got a bilge pump switch and accessory switch, and the horn, little horn's not working, but everything else is working. And we've got our Lowrance GPS. It's trying to find its position there at the minute. Hopefully that'll find itself now shortly. So we will get underway here now and show you how the boat runs. We'll get her up on the plane, run her cruising speed about 3,000 RPM or so, and then do a full speed run. So we will get lined up here and put the boat on plane. The GPS has now come to life, and we've got our speed information up here. So this is GPS speed, and obviously we're going to have pitot tube speed here, which is always a little bit more optimistic, but that should give us a good readout between those and those. And the tacho, I have noticed it's a little bit sticky, so I've had to give it the odd tap to get the needle going around, but it seems to be working okay now. So anyway, we'll put the boat on plane. We'll get spun around here so we're facing the other direction. We'll put the boat on plane, take it up to about 3,000 RPM, which is our cruising speed, and then we will do a full speed run. But the steering is nice and light, controls are all good. I've got good clear visibility through the screen here from a seated position, and then if I want to sit up or stand, you can easily stand here as well. But sitting on top of the bolster, this is my eye line here over the top of the screen. So, but to keep the noise a wee bit, the wind noise down, we'll sit down behind the screen. Okay, so we're trimmed down, give it a handful of throttle. You don't really lose sight of the horizon. It's up on plane pretty quickly there, a couple of seconds. We'll just keep her at 3,000 RPM. Comfortable, economic cruising speed. Oil temperature, pressure is good. We're doing about 30 miles an hour, 28 miles an hour on the speedo, 3,000 RPM on the tacho. We're fully trimmed down, and on the GPS we're about 26 miles an hour. And the boat basically drives itself at this sort of speed. Steering isn't pulling to one side or anything. If you were going on passage somewhere, this would probably be the sort of speed you'd be running at. Take it up to about 4,000 RPM now, and we'll give it a wee bit of trim angle, trim it up slightly. That's us running at about 40 miles an hour on the speedo. .36 miles an hour on the GPS. So we'll just come off the plane now, passing the slipway. We'll turn her around and give her a full speed run now. Okay, so we're trimmed down again for getting her up on plane. So we'll put her back on plane and take her up to full throttle. Here we go. So there you go, at full speed we were revving, the engine was revving to just shy of 5,000 RPM. Speed on the boat speedo was 50 miles an hour. On the GPS I saw it get up to about 46 was the highest I saw. So great running boat, runs really well. There's loads of power on tap for pulling water toys and water skiers and wakeboarders and things like that. And also if you just want to cruise along in comfort and relative quiet and economically, the boat will do that at about 30 miles an hour, 3,000 RPM. It's super smooth, super quiet. The controls are all great. Just a really nice, comfortable boat to drive, and great example of one of these Glastron GT209s. So the boat comes with a full set of camper covers as well as a tonneau cover. So it has a flat tonneau cover which buttons on to these buttons around the bottom of the windscreen. That's your storage cover, and you'd also use that whenever you're towing the boat on the road. And then it has these full height camper covers for whenever you're on board, if the rain starts or You know, if you're using the boat early in the season or late into the autumn and you just want it a wee bit warmer inside, you can put those covers up and run the boat with the covers on. They're in excellent condition. The owner told me he never used them. I don't even think he had them on. So we fitted them for the first time. And as you can see, they're like brand new, all the zips and stuff. They obviously were stored at home as well because there's no corrosion or anything in the zips. All the button poppers are perfect. You've got side panels that fold up both sides so you can get in and out over the side of the boat with mosquito nets on them. And we've also got this opening rear curtain section that you can get in the back. So I'll walk inside to show you how much standing headroom you have in there as well. So we're inside the covers. I've got full standing headroom. I've got about, I'd say there's about I'm 5'10" or so, about an inch or so clearance above my head as well. So full standing headroom. You've got this forward section that zips up here and clips up so you can get out through the windscreen. Got these little side panels. You can just leave this forward roof section on and the side panels if you want to take the back off, but the back section is a full camper back, so you get a vertical rear curtain so you don't lose any headroom in here. You've got this little door section that you can clip up as well. And then these are actually solid panels on the inside. You can drop those down. You've got plastic panels there and you have your mosquito screens as well, so you must be able to zip out. I think you can actually zip out. Yeah, you can zip out the plastic sections too. So plastic sections zip out and you've got your mosquito nets in behind there. You've and then at night time you've got these solid panels. So say you were on board for the night and you were parked in a marina, you can put those solid panels in there, give you a wee bit extra privacy as well. So really good set of covers in absolutely perfect condition. This boat is being sold complete with the trailer that you see it on here. So it's a twin axle in suspension super roller coaster road trailer, proper UK spec trailer with the freshwater flushing kit on the hubs. The owner was telling me this was serviced recently as well, so the bearings and brakes are good, and there's a spare wheel on it also. So really nice trailer. That makes launching and recovery a breeze, even if you're launching off a beach or something like that there. And to buy one of these trailers new today, you're talking something like £4,000 or £5,000. So that's included with it, and it's in excellent condition, just like the rest of the boat. We've been remotely selling boats online for the last sort of 10 years, so we're really experienced with how this process works. So if you're looking at this boat, but you're not close by or you can't travel because of the lockdowns and things, it's not an issue. This video hopefully will give you a really good idea of the condition that it's in. We can also do additional walk around videos or FaceTime viewings with you, not a problem. We can put you in touch with third-party surveyors who can come and independently inspect the boat on your behalf. We can also do a virtual sea trial for you, where we run the boat in the water, video it, or while you're on FaceTime, and so you can see exactly how the boat performs. And we can also help you out with logistics of getting the boat delivered to your home marina. So if you want to find out how that process works, or if you get any questions about it, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Give me a shout, give me a call, or send me an email. So there you go, that's our 2010 Glastron GS209 Cuddy. The boat was actually built in 09, first sold late 2009, but it's a 2010 model year. It has only got 118 hours on the clock. It's in immaculate condition. Hopefully it's apparent from the video how clean this thing is. Great spec with the camper covers, the tonneau cover, the Garmin GPS plotter, the teak deck as well, and the excellent road trailer. It's just a brilliant package, ready to go to the water, fully serviced, well maintained, one owner from new, all the paperwork's there, the original owner's pack. And it's just a great example of one of these 209s. I don't think you're going to find a nicer one than this. And it's ready to go to the water for the 2021 season. So if you're keen on the boat, if you've got any questions about it, if you want to arrange to have it surveyed or inspected, please don't hesitate to give me a shout. Just send me an email to sales@gulfstreamshop.com, or give me a call on the number at the top of the website, and I'll be happy to talk you through the process of buying the boat, getting it delivered, help you out with the logistics and all that sort of stuff, and just answer any questions you might have. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you found it useful.